to make money.
Wow, this is a freak out.
They're taking a pounding.
What's up?
I'm going to take a shit.
Live from the new kingdom.
Oh, man.
It's the OBDM podcast. Now, here's your hosts, Midnight Mike, Joe, and Cretched.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another fun-filled podcast adventure. Hooray. My name's Midnight Mike. Cretched is over there on screen.
I hate this place.
I hate this place. I can't hear anything. Those medications don't work. I've not been here for 7 years. I've been here for like 7 minutes.
Yeah, he is 7 minutes at his new vacant studio. It's just a white. It actually kind of looks like you're in an insane asylum, like those white walls in the background, padded cell. That's what it looks like. That you're in.
That's just bare sheetrock back there. But I'm not even in the studio space. This is just in the extra office room.
Do you have a bed?
In this room? No.
No, I'm like in the.
Yes, we have a bed, Mike. We have a sofa. There's a chair.
I don't know.
There's televisions.
When I moved to Arizona, because we use that pod moving system, we got there and it felt like close to 4 to 5 days before our stuff arrived. So we wound up sleeping on an air mattress for much longer than we expected. We didn't have a bed. I think I was doing a show. Even like before I even got my chair, like some of the stuff arrived. I remember having like a desk because I bought it, and I sat on a piece of firewood for my chair. It was ridiculous. That was
it's not that bad.
Yeah, well,
no, I've moved enough. We hired movers to do this, and actually worked out well schedule-wise. No, it was Atlas Van Lines, very nice guy from Atlas Van Lines. Wow. Showed up and they packed up everything, and they got us all situated. And they actually wanted to deliver sooner than I was ready, because it was kind of not a fast move, but from the time that we called movers until the time that we were here was 3 weeks. It was pretty quick.
There you go, Atlas, top notch.
Shout out.
So Atlas, and I've moved in the past with United.
Oh wow, another shout out.
They all do good work. You just gotta, it will cost you an arm and a freaking leg to do it, though.
Yes, it does. It ain't cheap.
Shout out.
I've moved myself sometimes, in that
I've moved myself. Yeah. I will never ever do that again. You get a couple of buddies and you get a U-Haul truck, and you spend way more time than you think loading up it's a pain in the ass.
You can give yourself a shout out there. We did that,
So there you've got a little bit of a self shout out there.
Yeah, we did a little self shout out.
The last time that I moved with a U-Haul truck, I went down to U-Haul to get my to pick up the truck, and they're like, "Sorry, the truck that you reserved isn't available." Oh. And I had kind of one of those Seinfeld moments of like, "Wasn't that the entire point of taking a reservation?" And they're like, "But we have a bigger truck for you." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, huge.
And
you need a CDL.
They will happily give you the biggest truck you can drive without a CDL. So it was like a 28-foot whatever, giant freaking truck. That was the scariest damn thing, because they have a big thing above the windshield inside that tells you how tall the truck is. And now you're freaking out every time you go under one of those overpasses on the highway. You're
that's
just like,
big.
You're like, I don't know what to do with it. Is this going to work? Is this there could be a huge crunching noise, and I could be like that bridge in Raleigh, North Carolina, that they does those can openers in all the trucks, and it's a scary thing. So I'm just as happy to.
You see those YouTube videos of those just trucks trying to go over those low overpasses, and they just get rocked.
Yep, it's a scary, scary thing when you're driving a giant truck for the first time with zero training, because the U-Haul said you're good to go.
Yep. They're very
Your credit
trusting.
card is good, so enjoy.
Yeah, they're very trusting as long as you got a credit card. Oh boy, welcome back, Cretched. It's good to have you back.
I do want to give a bit of background on what was going on here. I have been listening to all the shows. Listen to you and Joe and Mysterious Joe, and thanks for filling in on all that stuff. So so people know, it was not. I know Mike at one point said it was personal stuff. No, I just I took a new job. I moved out of the mountains. Took a new job in outside of lovely Omaha, Nebraska.
Wow.
And then I of course then immediately found property way out in the sticks and the rolling hills of cornfields of western Iowa, because there's rural fiber out here. Well, that took like 3 weeks to get actually set up, trenching and terminations and all that stuff. And there's still some work to be done. So it was basically living, and you only get LTE or 4G out here. I think everyone shut off their 3G, but even cell phone is, you can try to tether to that, but you're getting, 1 or 2 megabits.
Spotty.
So
I'm the same way. Like they claim there's cell phone connection out here, but I have to stand in a certain part of the house, and even then, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, so I figured that out. So if I go out to the room out front of the house, I can see a cell tower. It's several miles away, but I have line of sight to it. So I put my phone up in the window frame as high as I could get it up there, so it could get a dribble of cellular connection to make its way back over here. So but trying to do that for anything on the show here was eminently frustrating, and so it's just we've been living basically without the internet for several weeks, which is interesting because starting a new job, I've got a lot going on there, so I have not had a whole lot of time for kind of catching up with things. So I have no idea what's going on in the news. Okay. Since No Agenda crapped out, and obviously John has passed on, so that's bad. And what they've got going for under the name of No Agenda does not provide any useful information or news. Just people with fake deep voices doing stuff. So we'll see how
I like Darren goes. And I like Larry, but it's not the same show. That's just the way it is.
Darren with his fake smoker's voice. And then Larry's got everything pitched down, because you can find interviews with him not talking that way, but he's doing everything down here because it sounds cool. And that's fine if that's your approach. But guys, give me the news, give me some media deconstruction. I don't need to hear about Chicago anymore. It's like it's not. Yeah, it's a different show.
It's a different show. I like.
I need to find another place to go for twice weekly news. I don't know if anyone has. Suggestions.
Kind of us, listen to OBDM. We do that.
I should listen to OBDM. Is that any good?
Yeah, I've heard good things. Well, welcome back. And thank you big time to Mysterious Joe for filling in of Mysterious Universe. You can check him out twice a week over there to mysteriousuniverse.org. And also Grim from Cruising with Steak. Thank you for filling in from time to time, buddy. But we have to carry on. Cretched's back in a big way, and we have to do Alex Jones clips of the week. Are you ready, Cretched? It's the first time you've been on 4 weeks.
The only reason I'm here is for Alex Jones clips.
Here we go. We're going to do it. We're stacked, and there's a bit of Alex Jones news out there, too. This will segue into current events and catch everyone up on maybe some drama and what's going on in the world. But
I do also want to say to everybody, I'm still trying to set up all the chats to see what's going on here. So it'll be a minute before I can get in there. So we'll figure it out.
You're not being neglected. It's just technology is not where it should be right now.
We only have $500,000 computers, not $10 million ones like Fox News and people.
Yeah.
No, I'm on 2 different computers on a different microphone. So someone who said in there, you sound different. You have very different microphones, so different sound, different room, lots of variables here.
Yep, there's a lot of things going on. It'll get better as his studio comes together.
Magnets.
He's putting in a lot of magnets.
It's entirely based on magnets. It's all magnets these days.
All covered in magnets, Jerry. All right, it's
levels. It's levels and magnets. That's all it is. I'll put it in Discord. I did share with Mike photos of the new studio.
It's a blank canvas. Yeah, if people want it is. There's an opportunity there, and but like you said before the show, it's going to take you 3 or 4 weeks. To kind of
weeks.
Okay, 3 or 4 months.
All right. It'll take several months to get that built out.
All right, here is Alex Jones.
Anyway, Alex Jones.
August 13th, Thursday. Here we go.
Boy, you sure showed you got the big ding-dongs. I can beat the head with a baseball bat 8,000 times. I can destroy you 5,000 times. I can put 10,000 bullets in you. I can put 50,000 bullets in you. I could beat you in the head with a baseball bat 5,000 times. I didn't hang up on the caller. His phone cut out. I can destroy you 8,000 times. Okay, that's not nice. I don't like it. The Masons are going to nuke the Jews because they did COVID. They broke some of them and made them smoke cigarettes and put bras on them.
Here we go. That was Thursday. Here we go. We're going to move to Friday, the 14th. Ooh, very scary day.
And Joe's like, yeah, I know a whole bunch of women. I think he said 5 women. I got the club. Joe's had a lot of courage, the whole time exposing this. Known means it's like known. Maybe I'll choke him on air and make him do it. More cat piss, which means more cat piss want to smell cat piss. Water boils at this temperature. Water freezes at this temperature. Well, Joe, that kind of goes by extension with you and John Roberts. What's wrong with you? You're counting on the coming man?
I don't know what that means, but I kind of like that. Counting on the coming man. Okay.
Not sure what that means at all there.
This next one, Monday. This is a big one. Here we go.
Doha Don. Oh, that's a good one. Donald Qatar. That's a good one right there. I don't know. It's like looking at a fine woman right now. I just want to start licking it. I got a cattle prod stuck up my ass. I hate N-words. I hate these N-words. Make Qatar great again. Oh, you lost your audience. Nanny, nanny, boo-boo. Stick your head in doo-doo. You can't come to the cool kid table in 5th grade. We don't want you at our Howard Lutnick, Jeffrey Epstein table. The art of the deal with camels. The Donald of Doha. The Jews killed Charlie Kirk. Trumpistani Light. Qatar's favorite orange. Trumpy the Qatari. You got me walking around with my shirt off with a bottle of vodka in my hand and a cigarette hanging out of my mouth.
Yeah, there we go. We're going to move to Tuesday. Here we go.
Abercrombie in French is down 2%. I got a call from the Easter Bunny. It's a new thing I just defined. That's a hug bug. It's a bug, but it wasn't meant. It was meant to be good, but it was bad. It's a hug bug. Oh, it's a woman. I'll kind of open the door for her. Well, I'll let her take my property. I'll let her kill my kid. I'll let her cut my son's penis off. So I got to tell you, Tim, you got big old huevos rancheros there, pal. Who'd I get a call from there, buddy? The Easter Bunny? X had a huge hug bugs, which is a new word. That was a mistake. I typed it while I was at a red light.
Bugs?
I have no idea what he's going on about. But him and Tim Pool are in a bit of a Twitter war right now. Tim Pool has, Alex was on X saying that the algorithm changed, and therefore that's why he's not getting as many viewers. He's not being promoted as much. He's having a tougher time. Tim Pool chimed in and had some words to say to Alex related to that. And Alex didn't like it.
Hey, yo.
He chimed in. He said, hey, yo, Alex, now that you spent 10 years basically on the Trump train, you have now turned against Trump. So therefore, that is the explanation of why you are losing your audience, which I can see that angle, but people listen to Alex Jones whether they're pro-Trump or not. That's my opinion. There might be something algorithmically related, but they're in a spat back and forth. Here's the last Alex Jones clip of the week for Wednesday.
And I just went right in his eye. Yeah, your eyeball's gone, bitch. And his eye jibbled out. The jelly fell out. He cried for his mommy.
Ew.
Buddy, you ain't got the money to interview me. I got to go to the bathroom. I got to take a piss. I had like 10 people come over and give me ducks, including some attractive young women, and they were getting all excited. And then here's your duck. I'm better than you, bitch. I got more money than you, bitch. You can't even talk to me, bitch. I'm not mad at Joe. Just another chicken shit statement by Tim Pool. The show belongs to you. Take clips out, re-upload them anywhere. They knew day one it was bullshit. Tim Pool's probably never been my friend. He's always come off sociopathic. Well, you had people calling up hoping you die of cancer. You better not have sex. You come to me and try to give me money, I'll punch you in the face and call the FBI on your ass.
I don't know if Tim Pool is friends with anybody. I have no idea about that.
Jerry, take the coat.
Yeah. Tim, take the coat. I don't know if Tim Pool has any close friends when it comes to broadcasters. He probably has like associates. I don't know. And can Alex Jones be friends with anybody? Don't know. But they are in a war. They're going back and forth. Alex Jones challenged Tim Pool to a debate.
What started this spat?
It was that spat, like exactly what I said. Alex went on X complaining he's not getting the numbers that he's used to. He blamed the algorithm.
Tim just shot back that you're not doing his. You're disconnected from your audience, so you suck.
That's correct.
Hey, yo.
And Alex didn't like that. He also accused Tim Pool of being buddy-buddy with Netanyahu, pro-Israel, taking money from Israel. He challenged Tim Pool to a debate, and that leads us to our extended clip on this, which is the Alex Jones challenges Tim Pool to a live debate. The topics are posted, and Alex is he's going at Tim as, Tim is super pro-Israel.
I have never listened to Tim Pool. I know Tim Pool only from the clips that you and Joe bring. I've never heard a show, don't know anything about that. So that's surprising to hear if he's all in pro-Israel.
I don't know if he's tepid. I would say that he, he is...
He's lukewarm Israel.
He's lukewarm Israel. I'm the same way. I'm like lukewarm Israel. Obviously, they have too much influence into our country, our foreign policy. I don't like that, and I wish that they would just defend themselves without a lot of our money. Tim is maybe a little bit more pro-Israel. I don't know, but here is the clip that maybe will explain a little bit about what's going on between Alex and Tim. They're no longer friends. Now, this is a 10-minute rant that I cannot play all of. It's Alex Jones, and he is going to obviously go off on some tangents here, but maybe we can get a kind of the gist of what's going on between these two former friends.
I just want to say before you start
go for it.
Is it indeed a 10-minute rant? Because you can probably pull a lot of good clips from it.
I don't know if it is, in fact, a 10-minute rant, but it is a 10-minute monologue. And he's not in his broadcast studio, so he's just using camera microphone.
In his truck?
No, he's in his...
He's been posting a lot of those, like, driving around videos.
Yeah, I like that, but it's not
there's something authentic about that for him
like
to be, just talking into his truck. By the way, so I ran into this doing some meetings in my truck of driving around, and I've got the Bluetooth system with the microphone on the ceiling and all that stuff. I inadvertently switched over to my phone just on the dash, and the phone audio microphone is way better. People were like surprised. They're like, "What did you install a new microphone?" I was like, "No, I on the wrong one." They're like, "No, stay on that one. It sounds way better."
Interesting.
So, thanks for that crappy microphone in the ceiling of the truck.
Yeah, they really want to hear you and listen to you now that AI is in everything. They want to have better microphones everywhere.
I guess.
Yeah. Here we go. Here is Alex Jones talking about what's going on with Tim Pool.
So, everybody's asking, it's a huge story, I didn't intend it to be this big. What's the beef between me and Tim Pool?
What's the beef?
Hey,
X came out over the weekend, did a major update, and it basically killed all the live streams. Entertainment shows, media shows, conservative liberal shows. Everybody was saying, oh my God, this is devastating. We figured it was a glitch. We didn't even show the live feed when you posted it. And I said, this is probably just a glitch. Please fix it. And they fix it by Monday. Well, by Monday evening, Tim Pool comes out and says, that's because you criticized Trump and basically the war, so you're not popular now.
That is to say.
And the fact that that was a mirror of all these known Israeli bots and people associated with Israeli propaganda, which is on record, $1.3 billion this year alone, financed by the Knesset to brainwash the American people. I mean, this is treason. And the primary members of Congress and to pass the NDAA for Israel to take over. And when I saw him post on a video I did where I explained, okay, turns out it was just a glitch like we thought, really let me know he's following Israeli talking points and it pissed me off.
This is crazy.
And so that's where we are right now. So he's doubled down like, I'm a victim. I'm the way Alex is being mean to me. I did nothing. He doesn't mention what he did. He doesn't mention how he said I was basically politically dead and dancing on my political grave, which he knew was a lie. That's a chicken shit cheap shot.
Jeez.
And I wasn't mad because it was an attack on me, even though I've been friends with him. It's a betrayal. I was mad because you could see him following the Israeli bots and propaganda, whether he took the money or not. And then I pointed out last night that he met secretly Netanyahu. It came out in the Israeli news months after last year. He admitted, okay, I met with him secret, but the details are secret Chatham House rules. He spun that and others did. Yeah, I announced I met with him. It was public. The bot said, oh, it was a public podcast. There was cameras, TV there. None of that's true.
All right, so he just goes on and on for 10 minutes. Obviously, they're not friends anymore. Tim Pool said he would debate Alex Jones for $300,000, the same amount that Candace Owens was paid to debate Andrew Wilson. I don't think Alex Jones has $300,000 at this point. Rumor is he's got about $10,000 in his bank account. So I don't know where this leaves us. Hopefully these guys can get together, talk it out.
Hug it out.
Hug it out. Hug bugs. Bug hugs.
Hug bugs.
They're hug bugs. Where's the hug bugs? I don't even know what the hug bugs are, but Alex was talking about them quite a bit. So that's a little bit from that, the Alex Jones, Tim Pool drama. Now, everyone's going after Tim Pool, I think, at this point. They're using Tim Pool. Tim Pool's in the algorithm. He did the Jubilee debate series where he sat down in a room with 20 liberals and they debated, like, who is more violent, the right or the left. That got a lot of attention, a lot of viral clips. So there's people mentioning Tim Pool just because he's algorithmically hot right now because of that debate. So I suspect maybe Alex Jones is jumping on that bandwagon, getting his name back out there. Who knows?
Honestly, this is one of those things where, especially in the social media world, and we've seen it for years, you get people who start sniping at each other, and it gets traffic up for both of them. They both get more traffic.
It's a radio war. It's classic.
Yeah, it's a radio war. It calls attention to both sides, and they'll both gain viewers, listeners, whatever you want to call it, followers, I guess, as a benefit, as a net benefit, regardless of where it goes. Like the thing you mentioned that I know Joe did a deep dive coverage on with the Candace Owens and some dude who had a debate. Well, I'd never heard of the guy either, but now his name is out there.
Yeah.
And who was the one who came out of nowhere about a year and a half ago? Really tall person. I can't remember.
Ian something. Ian Carroll.
Ian Carroll, who also just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But now has millions of people following him, and he has a presence doing his thing. So
I think there's a lesson that we can learn here, Cretched, that we need to start talking crap about other people in order to promote our show.
Talk crap about each other on this show, or is that not?
We're going to start talking crap about Joe right now so that can get us traction online. I don't know if it works that way.
Joe doesn't have a competing show. I think we're missing something.
I'm going to start talking crap about Sam Tripoli right now. And then that's going to get back to him. And then when we do doom scrolling, we'll have it out.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know if it works like that. I can't have a radio war with myself. That'd be a radio civil war, which is probably not good. Well, while we're kind of on, I guess, current events, before we get into anything too heavy, I do have another Alex Jones clip. This is a World War III update. And this is what's going on in the Middle East, what's going on with Israel, Iran, Syria.
World War 11.
Turkey. I don't know what war we're in just yet, but it's not 3. We're way past
We
that.
are in World War IV.
Yeah.
We're in World War IV.
But this is very concerning news. And this is just what is coming out. Israel has struck Syria, who was recently having meetings with Turkey, if you remember. And Turkey is part of NATO, which is going to put the United States in a very interesting predicament if, in fact, Israel is striking Syria and there are casualties that wind up being Turkey people.
Turkey?
Turkey people.
Or if they just go ahead and...
That's what they're called, Mike. They're called turkey.
Turkey people.
Turkey?
or if they wind up just striking Turkey, who's part of NATO. So here's a little clip on that, Alex.
That is an interesting point on the NATO thing, is that, what was it, Article 5 they keep bringing up, that attack on one of us is attack on all of us. And they bring it up in even relation to Ukraine, which is not a member of NATO. And so what are the rest of NATO members going to say about this?
It is an absolute mess. So the rumor is Turkey was meeting with Syria to bring them into this new defense pact. So it would be Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan. That's a new Middle East defense pact, and they're talking to Syria to be a part of that. And out of all of them, Pakistan's got nukes, and so it's like their own little NATO equivalent for the Middle East with Arab-led nations. And Israel just struck a potential future member. Here's Alex Jones talking about this and where we may be in all this craziness. It is absolute insanity. But here we go. This is the world, okay? This is the world. We're just talking about it.
There's a meeting with Turkey and Syrian officials about them coming into the nuclear defense umbrella of Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey. Because Pakistan's reportedly got over 1,000 nukes. And okay, so there you go. Israel's now in check. And if we go into checkmate, everybody has a nuclear war. So that's insane. That's called mutual assured destruction. So now Syria's already made an alliance with Russia, totally freaking out Washington. I predicted that would happen when they put the al-Qaeda head in 2 years ago. This is so easy to predict. Because the entire system in Syria, even though it's run by al-Qaeda now, was always pro-Russia. Russia's moved back into the bases. They're calling them peaceful now. Give me a break. And this is not going the way Israel envisioned it. And now Israel thinks they can blow up a delegation having a meeting about Syria joining this alliance, and that's not going to make them join the alliance?
That's the Turkey people.
Very stupid. That's how this Mexican standoff craziness has gotten. And if you try to figure it out or even understand it, it doesn't make sense, because it doesn't make sense. If you look at all that and go, that doesn't make sense, this is what happens at the threat escalation level with all these countries and these dominoes.
Whatever.
It's a Mexican standoff. You know what a Mexican standoff is? Let's pull up the definition. It's where you got a bunch of people pointing guns at each other, and if anybody pulls the trigger, it's a circular firing squad and everybody loses. It's a Pyrrhic victory. It's a strategic defeat. It is a quagmire. It is a disaster. It is a clusterfuck. It is a fiasco.
Can't say that.
Yeah, you can.
It is a cattywampus, goes to the World Fair. You can call it whatever you want, but it ain't good. It means stuff is chaos, out of control. It's the new great game of alliances in the Middle East. What have I called it? The Great Game. The Great Game. Now, what do all the Financial Times of London and Jane's Weapons Quarterly and the Rand Corporation and the Pentagon, what are they now calling it? The relaunch of the Great Game.
So what he's showing on screen right here, it is the most confusing game of rock, paper, scissors, where you have alliances with a U.S. and Israel are aligned, but Turkey is technically aligned with the U.S. Russia's not aligned with us, but they're aligned with China. They're aligned with China, but China does business with us. It is like this delicate balance of rock, paper, scissors, but it's like instead of just like 3 options, there's like 20. And it's very confusing. I don't know how this shakes out. This appears to be all about energy, and this is Trump's last desperate attempt to maintain the American empire and the petrodollar. That's my guess at this point. And not that I support it, but he is going for it in order to, like he just said, the Strait of Hormuz, that's going to be ours. That's mine now. He's doing all these very imperialistic moves in order to maintain the American empire before he leaves. That's what it appears to me. Maybe someone's got a better guess what's going on here.
Well, there's a lot of trying to dig out of a hole that he's got himself into due to getting tricked into this thing with Iran, but I don't know where it's going to play out.
It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for us. It doesn't look good for the world. And Israel is there just thumbing their nose at everyone around them, including us. They're not playing nice, and it might be better if Netanyahu is no longer in control, so maybe a peace deal can get through. What do I know?
Well, it would require a major political shift within Israel. My understanding is, hey, that the entire, I can't remember the name of the political party, Yakud Party, something like that, whatever. They're all on board with this stuff. So,
well, yeah, Israel just needs to stop bombing people. Just do magnets, okay?
Magnets.
Yeah, get into magnets, start making money.
Do magnets.
You know, it's funny when I can't remember who posted that the first time, and then I dropped that clip into the sound channel. And now it's come back a couple of times that they're really going all in on magnets.
They really are. Howard Lutnick is in on magnets. The Trump boys, Donald Jr. and the other one, Kevin, they have Steve Trump, Steve Trump Jr. They got a venture capital firm in magnets as well.
Do magnets, okay? I'll tell you how to make money.
Yeah. And so technically, I don't know if it's insider trading. He's announcing that you should get into magnets, and so maybe
he's done that a number of times.
Yeah.
He'll bring up something that is going to be a topic of discussion or whatever, and then you find out that his family's already invested in it.
Yeah.
By the way, credit to Pouncer on Discord for posting that way back in mid-July.
Nice.
We're pounding it.
No, Pouncer, not pounding them.
No, yeah,
Like really pounding it hard.
I did find some photos of the turkey people there. They're
Let's see.
nice folks.
Check out their turkey people. Yeah, those are definitely turkey people. Yeah, and good for them. I wouldn't bomb them, although they do look incredibly weird. They look like avian aliens, but in the desert. So, let's see here. When it comes to anything else, current events, do I talk about America going completely dark with a new assessment, or do we do UFO religions? What do you want?
Going completely dark. What do you mean by that?
Well, since you asked, I will bring
I don't know what you meant by the statement, so I got clarification if I can tell you which topic.
Okay, it means that we lose electric power if a few transformers, electric transformers, are out.
Like Autobots?
Not like Autobots. We're talking about the big boys out there that actually run the current. They run the voltage. And if we lose 9 of them, that's it for the country. We're done.
Well, that was it's a very real threat, because that was one of the, not threat, real scenario. That was one of the problems. Was it 2003, I think, when there was a major blackout in southern Canada and affected New York and a lot of the northeastern states, because as the circuits trip over, the next one that tries to fire, it can't, because it's getting too much current through. So that can cause major issues when not necessarily your system, the grid that you're on, the provider you're with, but the connected and associated providers. So that's legit to say that there are some weak points, and if they were to take out some of these various nodes in the system, it would cause all sorts of havoc. But I'm not. That sounds like a downer topic, Mike.
It is. It's in the headline. I talk about it because the last time I think you were on the show, we talked about an exercise, a hacking exercise, in which there were insurance companies or insurance people there to deal with like a tabletop exercise.
I do remember that. Yeah.
A hacking on the water system. How do insurance companies respond? What kind of resources are deployed? This is a new article, not necessarily about hacking, but definitely talking about the fragility of our infrastructure. And this is written by the New York Times, the paper of record. And so this is titled, "What If America Went Completely Dark?" It's a pretty big article. It was written by Christopher Cox, and he's arguing that the U.S. electrical grid contains potentially catastrophic vulnerabilities. Large power transformers and critical substations that contain them are difficult to protect and extraordinarily difficult to replace. Some of these substations and like transformers, 800,000 pounds. And they can take years and years to build. So if one blows up or is taken out, you can't. They just don't got an extra one. It takes years to replace.
Well, and that was the problem. Was it a few years ago? We had somebody shooting the transformers out, even at smaller stations.
Yes, they talk about that.
And they just don't have. Yeah, like you said, they don't have a pile of spares. And so if you lose enough of those things, you're kind of out of luck for a while. You got to get a bunch of magnets to get your electricity back.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's right. It does say here the bigger of the problems is large transformers are not interchangeable off-the-shelf equipment. They often are custom engineered, may cost up to $14 million a piece. That's not that bad, really, if you think about it. They contain specialized grain-oriented electrical steel, copper winding, and hand-built components. It can take years to manufacture. Since 2021, average lead time for these large transformers has risen to 128 weeks, with sometimes stretching to 5 years. And so in this scenario that they talk about in Texas alone, if you take out 9 of these things, that trips the entire country. And unfortunately, to get more of these transformers or to put any sort of replacement transformers in place, that also requires electricity. It requires the use of trains and ports, all that, all like infrastructure that does in turn require electricity to get replacement things there. And that doesn't seem feasible. Now, this is known about. And as I was reading this article, like, they're talking about it. We've talked about this kind of situation for years. There's been exercises by like a scenario or maybe a group called Grid X, where they go through these grid down scenarios. Now, Grid X does it on like a regional basis. They haven't done it, as far as I know, on a country-wide basis.
Yeah, let's not give any ideas here, because it sounds like this is bad news.
And, you know, they have some ideas for, like, regional power requirements. But as I read down this entire thing, it shows that the federal government just does not give a crap, and that they have their own generators. They probably have their own mechanisms in place if such a scenario occurs. They'll be fine. They don't care about the Ohio region or FEMA Region 6. You're left up to your own devices. They'll be okay. They know about this, but they don't really seem to be focused on whether or not there's an EMP, a solar flare, or something else occurs. It costs a lot of money to build up that infrastructure to be resilient. They know about it. They're not doing it. And see here,
well, it's the same reason, and I've thought about this a number of times over the years, having lived in a lot of parts of the country. There are parts who have massively exposed infrastructure, just power lines, and you've dealt with this. You get a heavy, wet snow, it knocks down tree branches, it takes out power lines, takes out internet lines, all that stuff. Other parts of the country don't have any of those same issues because all of their utilities are buried because there's literally no trees. Go look when you were in Phoenix. There's no trees. They're not running that stuff up and down the street. They're burying it in utility tunnels along the roads. They could do the same thing in Ohio, in Nebraska, in Illinois. They could bury all those lines, but it costs money. And so they've done the math on, is it cheaper to simply go out and repair these things when there's an issue? Then is it cheaper to do that than to like completely redo our infrastructure and bury everything? And they just leave it alone. The same reason they haven't fixed these grid issues.
Now, this article does state there are certain solutions like solid state infrastructure. Start building this stuff now, and just in case something bad happens. But it says, hey, a bright spot. AI and data centers. Yes, hyperscale data centers require enormous amounts of electricity and are competing for transformers. Large AI training workloads can create dramatic changes in electrical demand when hundreds of megawatts suddenly appear or disappear. Ironically, the AI boom may also help solve part of the problem because data centers are providing an enormous financial incentive to modernize the grid. So, hey, these data centers, according to the New York Times, this could be a real opportunity to harden the grid that is so fragile.
Are they really modernizing the grid, or are they just upping the capacity in areas where they're building these?
I don't know. It just feels like they're charging us more money.
Well, they're doing that regardless.
I don't know.
Mike, if you look on your bill, if you look on your monthly electrical bill, that's for improvements to their system.
Oh, okay. Well, what if my it goes out all the time. Although we've had a lot of storms here within the past 14 days. and knock on wood, have not had a power outage. These storms here in the Midwest.
You're going to lose power now during the show. Mm-hmm. And you've done that in the past.
It's happened before. And by the way, I wasn't going to talk about this today. I'm not. But because of all these storms, crop yields down, people. Like, it is bad here in the heartland when it comes to all these storms. There's so much humidity. There's so much water. And it's so hot that a good number of the crop yields that were going to be harvested here come September, October, there's a good chunk that has mold on a lot of these crops. It is not good. It is jungle-like conditions out here in the Midwest. So humid, so hot. And I don't know what that means for food supply. I don't think it's good. It's not good. So much flood.
Y'all got any of those, the Ebola out there? You got that? You got the Ebola and the monkeys?
No, not yet. We don't have that when it comes to jungle-like
That's when you know
conditions.
it's really bad.
Yeah.
And the monkey's got that monkeypox.
But hey, there is the America Goes
By the
Dark.
way, you know what's going to happen to your point about crop yields and food prices or food and all that stuff? It's only going to affect prices. You're still going to have the exact same selection of things in your local grocery store. It's just going to cost way more.
Oh, of course.
They will jack it up because
bacon,
they can.
ham, apples.
Food, bacon, ham, apples.
That's the store I go to, foodbaconhamapples.com.
Yeah, there is some depressing news about the state of our infrastructure. Giving, I guess, any one of our adversaries out there now saying, hey, just read the New York Times. All you got to do is take out 9 stations in...
Do they name them? They put addresses on them or something, too?
Just about. They say how easy it is to do this in Texas. Like, you say, basically, all you got to do is focus on Texas, and it takes out the entire nation. Oh.
So I don't know if I still have the story or not. I may save it for Saturday because I know Joe will love it, too. A lot of the stories, or a lot of my concern on this is not so much the adversaries picking this up as much as the idiots within our own country.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the fires we've been dealing with here, both in the U.S. and in Europe and elsewhere in the world, they always talk about it's related to climate change. Well, it turns out most of them are arson. Being started by people who want to perpetuate that.
Yeah.
And so all it takes is somebody with that same attitude to say that they're going to attack some of these substations, whatever they need to do, and if the New York Times is giving them basically a roadmap on how to do it, it's not good news all the way around for that to perpetuate, and you get some bad news out there.
I don't know if it's a roadmap, but it certainly is a Cliff Notes version of what the devastation could be if you had a small group of people that are highly motivated to take down the United States infrastructure. It wouldn't take a lot. Hopefully, since this article, since a lot of politicians and people of note do read this article, like, hey, maybe we should increase security and throw a few bucks at this and make sure that our population is well protected. But I don't see that happening. Wishful thinking. Let's move on and talk about alien religions. This is a fairly sensational headline, but I could see this happening. This comes from the conversation.com. And when it comes to aliens and religion, there's a couple different ways you can go about this. A lot of people think that there is only strictly a nuts and bolt component when it comes to UFOs and aliens. That's what they like to focus on. But the more you dig into it, a lot of people seem to have spiritual feelings or spiritual events when they encounter these craft or entities. And this article focuses on Dr. Stephen Greer, I believe. So, yes, the headline is, are UFOs inspiring a new religion?
Oh, really?
They could be.
Is that religion called Booga?
No, I don't know if it's called Booga, but that'd be a great name for the religion. Absolutely. To see here.
Booga.
Yeah.
Buga.
How do you spell that?
Buga, Columbia.
Buga, Columbia. Yes. For years, whistleblowers have publicly alleged that the United States government is withholding what it knows about UFOs, now formerly referred to as unidentified anomalous phenomenon, or UAP.
Yeah, because that helps.
Yeah, I call them UFOs. I'm old school. Those
with a new name for them, Mike, but we still just use the old name.
It's just rebranding. That's all the same crap rebranding. Those allegations gained new weight this past May when the United States Department of War began processing and releasing hundreds of declassified documents, images, and videos as a part of the presidential's unsealing and reporting system for UAP encounters, which is the most annoying thing that he has done. Yes, he's just releasing information saying, you decide. We're not going to interpret this for you, even though that's kind of what you pay us to do when it comes to threat analysis. We are not going to do this for you. Pound sand.
I cram it with walnuts.
Yeah. We want some threat analysis on this.
A little bit.
These recent disclosures raise an odd question. If the United States government is officially acknowledging that UAPs have been observed, could claims of contact within non-human intelligence allegedly operating them also be true? Yeah, I guess. I mean, these whistleblowers, that's what they're saying. These things got pilots. And they don't call them aliens. They just call them non-human biologics. To understand what a claim of factual contact would even mean, it would help to start with the framework that first tried to categorize these encounters. This goes back to 1972. J. Allen Hynek and Project Blue Book. It goes down through they try to do a pretty good job at giving everyone a background on this. But maybe we can get down to the crux of it. So because it classifies close encounters of the first kind, second kind. And so close encounters of the first kind is seeing a UFO up close. The second kind is a sighting accompanied by a physical or environmental effect. You got close encounters of the third kind, observing non-human entities. Then the fourth kind is abduction. That's a close encounter of the fourth kind, alien abduction. And then the fifth kind, which is what Dr. Stephen Greer focuses on, is humans deliberately attempting to communicate with whatever intelligence is behind the UAP. And this is where Dr. Greer has his CE5 protocols, and this is where it can get a little spiritual in nature, because he does have, he takes people out into the desert or just an isolated area. He gets groups gathered together, and then they go through a combination of meditation, and they also tried to attempt to use telepathy to communicate with these aliens. They also use visualizations, mantras. They use laser pointers to go up into the sky to wave these things in, flashing lights to also try to summon these things in, all the while using radiation monitoring equipment to detect any sudden change in their immediate location, which could indicate what they were doing worked and they brought something in. So this is where it can turn into something of a religious experience, because people have gone out to the desert. They have gone through these meditation practices, and Dr. Stephen Greer has claimed that they have brought things in. It's unclear when these seances are bringing in an actual alien intelligence versus just a regular old spirit. I don't know how they really decide which is which. If you're just talking to the spirit realm or an alien intelligence, I don't know. Maybe Dr. Greer has figured out with a.
Are we going to call him Dr. Screer?
Dr. Screer, Dr. Greer. But yeah, so participants entered altered states, communicate with superior beings associated with the sky, interpret internal sensations as communications, and participate in cosmology, in which consciousness is a fundamental feature of the universe capable of connecting different intelligences. So your consciousness by itself you have the power to mentally communicate or commune with these higher order entities. Where they can be considered a god or a deity? I don't know. Or they're just a smarter version of a humanoid that is just way more advanced. So this author...
That is one of the related theories as to why there's a concept that whatever you want to call these higher level beings, but religious.
Oh, your volume just dropped tremendously, Cretched.
Oh,
I don't know why. Something happened. You didn't do it? Oh, okay. Interesting. It just decided to reduce you by
while I was talking.
No, it's like before I was talking, and then it just boom, -6 dB. Something happened. I don't know.
Okay,
I can pump you up over here a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm having all sorts of issues here. So
it's all right. Keep going. I can pump you up over here.
Saying. So there you go. You distracted me. I forget.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That biblical beings, religious beings, angels and demons and whatnot are actually and are one and the same as what we would consider aliens or interdimensional beings. It's anything that's on a higher level kind of leans into that, which I can see where Greer's coming from is kind of plays into his concept that like this leads to kind of a religious experience and maybe the development of religions.
This is where I can understand both angles here. That Greer thinks that he's contacting higher intelligence, and this author's hypothesis that this could lead to a UFO religion, because it does mention aliens as angels of the technological age. This article invokes like religious studies and the scholar who wrote the book American Cosmic. And it poses the question, have technologically advanced extraterrestrials taken the cultural role previously occupied by angels and demons, or just supernatural beings in general? It goes on to say, like, CE5 practitioners generally see these intelligences as highly advanced and benevolent beings physically existing somewhere in the universe. But the author asks whether this represents genuine contact or an attempt to reenact a universe that modern secular science has stripped of spirituality. So, but that is
also at some point tie into Project Bluebeam.
That very well could too. But one of the undercurrents with all of these people who, I would say most, not all, people who have encountered these entities do seem to have some sort of spiritual encounter. Not necessarily like alien abductees that seem to be a little bit more sterile, technological, very focused. But there are, as I've talked about, numerous occasions where people have decided to willingly engage with these either craft or humanoids, and they have some sort of spiritual encounter. Or they will, as I mentioned on the previous show with Universal Joe, they'll see elements of the afterlife. They'll have some sort of religious experience. They'll see dead loved ones. They'll almost have a near-death experience. So that can lead to maybe a religious or spiritual experience. So there's something with these entities that is tied to the spirit realm and is tied to higher level intelligence. I don't know if Stephen Greer is genuinely contacting aliens, or is this kind of like the Philip experiment, where the Philip experiment in the 1970s, these researchers decided to create a fake person, a fictional person. They gave it a complete history and background. They brought in people to perform a seance to try to contact this fake person, and they were able to do it. They were able to pull information out of thin air, seemingly.
How to contact a fake person?
Yeah, exactly. How do you do it? It's called the Philip experiment. How are you able to do a spiritual seance with a fictional person? Was it another spirit that was able to, almost like a trickster, able to grab information from his fictitious character and convey it to the people participating in the seance? Is this remote viewing that, or are we just talking about something, a phenomenon that is just so out of the ordinary that it's tough to really put it into words? It's not a seance. It's not remote viewing. We're just tapping into this collective unconscious and pulling information out. Is that what Greer is doing? This is where it gets really bonkers, and it's tough to nail down this phenomenon as nuts and bolts or just alien humans or spiritual contacting. It's way more bizarre. So I wish Greer would talk about this aspect of it a little bit more and not be so cagey with what he may be contacting. He should be open to the idea that he's contacting spirits. There's nothing wrong with that. You can just say, I don't know. I might be contacting spirits. But he's not.
And again, I bring up that concept that whatever you want to call them, spirits, higher level beings,
Booga.
Mysterious creatures, interdimensional beings, aliens, can they all not be basically kind of the same spectrum?
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of crossover there.
I think there's a lot of crossover, and that is probably one of the things that the government may want to avoid.
Booga.
Like like it appears as though this UFO phenomenon intersects with the spirit realm and the supernatural, and it's tough to tell people about that. It's much easier to say that these things are from a different star system, but they're not.
Booga.
They're
all on board with this Booga religion, though.
I do.
BUGA Columbia.
Well, there's
keep adding Columbia in there. I think he just said BUGA.
BUGA.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. I'll cut it off next time. I don't know if I will be joining the UFO religion. I can see certain people out there participating. I mean, there's already in the UFO community, it's broken up. There is different subgenres of people that think that they are talking in a star language, a star child language, and it's almost like you're speaking in tongues. If you go to certain churches where they claim to speak in tongues and flop on the floor, there's things like that already happening in the UFO community as related to aliens and UFOs. So it's not that far off. We're right there on the cusp. And maybe this is the new one world religion that we will all be forced to join.
Booga.
As part of the new world order, Cretched.
Now we're back to Project Bluebeam.
Yeah.
Do you think we can somehow get Trump to say Booga?
Oh, it'd be great.
Happening.
There's got to be something going on in the news.
He has to spell it, though.
He does. Like, where is that at, Trump? And how do you spell that?
BUGA.
I would love it if we could get something going on in Booga for Trump to say. That'd be great.
And then we need to get Stephen Greer to say tippy top.
Oh yes, yeah. They got to trade roles for a little bit. Well, let's see what else I got on the docket over there. Let's see what I got. Oh, I do have a Colorado Bigfoot that's in the headline. We probably should do that.
Yeah, I have a Bigfoot story in here somewhere.
Do you really?
Too.
Okay, great. I do like new Bigfoot stories. No one's talking about Bigfoot
Actually, in fact, I think I'm pretty sure I have two Bigfoot stories, one of which is a follow-up Bigfoot story.
You know, the UFO disclosure and what's going on is really overshadowing Bigfoot and his importance in the paranormal world.
Huh.
So we've got to give him a little attention here. And let's see here. I do have more UFO news. This is we'll get, but
which would be good because I found a photo of the Booga Church.
Oh, awesome! I want to see the Booga Church. Oh, there it is, the first church of Booga. I wish it should be spelled out like B-U-G-A, so people know when they're going into it they're in the right place.
Booga, B-U-G-A, Columbia.
You don't want to mistake it for the other Booga.
Yeah, the other Booga Church.
Booga.
Well, here it is. A Bigfoot story.
Bigfoot.
Yes. Couple encounters Bigfoot while driving through Colorado.
Ooh.
they're using an AI image here, I think. Just go ahead and make it like a realistic looking Bigfoot. It doesn't have to look like an illustration. It can look like a real thing. It's all right. Something strange is lurking in the forests of Colorado. That is, at least according to the testimony of a woman who was submitted to the Bigfoot Field Research Organization. Now, before I go on, it's important to state the Bigfoot Field Research Organization, they do not like to report on the woo-woo stuff. If Bigfoot dematerializes, they do not like to report on that stuff. And they also don't like to talk if Bigfoot happens to go invisible or if Bigfoot is sighted next to a UFO. They will discount that stuff. To them, Bigfoot is a primate or some sort of flesh and blood creature. They do not want to talk about the woo-woo stuff. So we got to keep that in mind, people.
Meeting different people doing weird stuff.
The incident, which occurred on July 28th, began while she was passing through Hinsdale County with her husband in the car with her, and she had been looking out the window hoping to spot wildlife, which she did, apparently. Good looking. As she looked out, a large creature stepped out of the woods at the side of the road. These things, Cretched, they love to hang out by roadways. I think they like to watch cars go by.
Well, they're like deer. They wait by the side of the road, and as soon as you get close, they leap out.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Quote, I watched as he turned to the right and started to walk uphill along the edge of the woods, she recalled. Its gait was a glide. The color was a dark blackish brown. The head was kind of molded into the shoulder, so no neck. We're talking about no neck Bigfoot. And what's pictured here does appear to, I guess it's kind of on brand.
It works out a lot.
It's like
it works out the shoulders.
Yeah.
Military press.
Yeah. A lot of shoulder shrugs.
And a lot of shrugs. With a log in each hand, just working out.
The head was kind of molded into the shoulders. The arms were long and very hairy. I would bet it stood 7 to 9 foot tall based upon the size of these small spruce trees. She was so surprised by what she was seeing that she could hardly get the words out. Yeah, it's probably just an amazing encounter. You just probably soak it in, pay attention to every detail, and then you can tell your husband. While her husband didn't see the creature at the time, when they went back to the place where it had emerged from the trees, they discovered a strange footprint on the ground. Quote, we had never even thought about Bigfoot type of creature really existing before, and we're skeptical about the sighting, he said. I have no doubt that Lori saw what she saw. I had never seen her react the way she did. To date, no definitive explanation for the encounter has ever been found. So this, it's early. It's only been about a month or two. But I'm glad they reported it. This is in Colorado. I'm not sure where Hinsdale County is. But, Colorado.
It's in Colorado.
Oh, okay. Now I know where it's at.
They're squiggly wiggly.
You have another Bigfoot story over there? Because it'd be nice to have if we had a twofer.
I've got just going to be a threefer here.
Oh,
so
wow.
I've got one about a sighting, and then I've got two follow-ups to a story we did a few weeks ago.
All right.
Bigfoot.
Which one do you want? You want follow-up Bigfoot or you want new Bigfoot?
Let's do a follow-up. Let's see where we're at.
So let me give you the original one. This is from June 30th. So this is almost 2 months ago, actually.
It was a pigman.
Here's the original into the carrot shop, just as a refresher.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll remember as soon as we start talking about this one.
No, Bigfoot is a Neanderthal human hybrid, according to the man who claims to have found remains. Oh, yeah, I remember Charles Snake Strout. Yeah. This is the guy. I remember this guy. Okay. He's claiming 58% Neanderthal DNA, despite others calling it a hoax. Okay, I remember this guy.
And he said specifically that they did DNA testing on this, and he had all these numbers of the DNA. It's 58% Neanderthal, 41% human, so it's all these things. But he said he got it done at Cornell University, where they did the testing.
Yep.
So about a month later, we get this story. Oops, into Carrot Shop for you. From Cornell.
Saying,
really?
So Cornell is saying no go on this. So Cornell shuts down claim of 60% Neanderthal New York Bigfoot, setting off fuming Sasquatch hunter. Oh my God.
Bigfoot.
Oh no.
I don't know. I'm just I don't know. I don't know what to think.
This Bigfoot brouhaha is getting hairy. Cornell University said it never tested any supposed Sasquatch corpse. But the celebrity Bigfoot hunter who claims to have found the questionable remains said the denial is nothing more than an Ivy League cover-up. Yeah, this is the guy who obviously has some sort of fake doll that he put on display at the local county fair or state fair in a glass box. And he was trying to do what Peter Kane, dog trainer, did. And get some notoriety online by saying he has a Bigfoot corpse. But this guy's obviously lying, in my opinion, and he doesn't have it. But Charles Strout, who bills himself as Snake, the Bigfoot hunter, shared last month what he claimed was a DNA test from Cornell University that proved the supposed 8-foot, 300-pound Sasquatch corpse that he said he found in upstate New York in the Adirondacks was real and nearly 60% Neanderthal DNA. But Cornell University told the Post those claims are bogus.
Booga.
No, bogus. And a spokesperson for the university said...
G-U-S.
B-U-G-U-S, yes.
Bogus?
Yes, close. Is he also confirming that the documents posted by Stroud's website marked as coming from the university are not the product of an Ivy League school. So he doctored the documents. That's what they're claiming here. But the huckster, however, adamantly denied fabricating the DNA results and claimed that the university is...
Why'd they call him a huckster?
That's pretty slanderous in the New York Post to say. So he could sue. But that's what they're saying here. The huckster, however, adamantly denied fabricating the DNA test results and claimed that the university is conspiring to cover up the truth about Dak. I guess that's the name of the Bigfoot corpse he found, Dak, which is what
name
is what he supposedly named the corpse. He named it Dak, D-A-C-K.
B-U-G-A, Columbia.
He says Cornell is flat out lying. I will not be silenced. Well, I don't think they're trying to silence you. They're just calling you a fibber. So he wrote a fiery response to the Post, flipping out when confronted that his test was a hoax. So here he is posing with a Bigfoot mold of a foot, showcasing it in this photograph. So there it is. And here's the Cornell University Biolab document that he says that proves it. There's the Bigfoot corpse, which to me obviously looks fake. And it just looks like he used a hot glue gun for like a couple afternoons and put something together. It looked like a nice craft. He did some nice crafts here. he probably was, his mom was scrapbooking. He's like, hey, Mom, leave out the hot glue gun for me. I got an idea. So, okay, this is the follow-up. And it's I think he's got to sue Cornell now. He's got to sue the school. He has to. He's got to take this to the highest court.
Let me give the other version. It's kind of the same story about the back and forth here, but just it completes the circle here of now. So he says it was tested by Cornell and it was 60% Neanderthal and 40% human or whatever that was. Cornell said we didn't test any of that stuff, and now we got this version of it where he says they're out to get him.
Oh my God! Now they're going to get him. Oh man! Come on, load it up. Bigfoot hunter suggests there's a conspiracy after Cornell University denies conducting DNA tests on the remains. Oh man!
This sucks, and it sucks bad.
Yeah, this is no good. And this is as reported to Fox News by FoxNews.com. This is how it starts off. I hope you're sitting down for this one. The claims that the DNA test was conducted on the supposed remains of a Bigfoot by Cornell University veterinary DNA lab have been called into question. This has taken a turn from finally having the answers we all been looking for, that the cryptid was a Neanderthal human hybrid claimed by Charles Strout, a.k.a. Snake the Bigfoot Hunter, to going back to the starting block here. That's because Cornell University denies conducting such a test ever took place. Let's see here. Yeah, Snake the Bigfoot Hunter has been called a hoaxer and scammer by others in the Bigfoot community and claims to have found a body. Yeah, we talked about that. Let's see here. This isn't a dispute over the facts of the report. It's panic over control. I bypassed the machine and went straight to the public. I was warned from day one not to share this report. I released the unredacted DNA report anyway because I believe in transparency and the intelligence of the public.
This is really, 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 really bad.
So this isn't over, according to Snake the Bigfoot Hunter. He told the Post that he's planning to release a documentary that will feature a Cornell lab technician whistleblower. So, okay, great. I am all for this. He's going all the way.
Oh, and this is shades of kind of the Smithsonian and having, giant's bones in the basement that they're getting rid of and all that stuff. And so that's kind of where he's going with this. It's like, yeah, Cornell did the testing on this, but they said they couldn't release it. But I release it anyway, and now they're coming after me because they don't want this information out there.
At that point, why wouldn't Cornell just say we're not running the test? Why would they run a test? And unless they did it anonymously, like the DNA was submitted anonymously, they did the test, and he go, "Ha-ha, I didn't tell you it was for, Bigfoot. I got it." That is a possibility. I don't want to come down so hard on Snake. It is a possible. There are conspiracies. I don't know, but the problem is the Bigfoot body he has looks so bad. It just doesn't. It's not convincing.
It looks like one of those craft. You said crafts earlier, but it reminds me of the ones where you're making a sheep out of cotton balls and a paper plate and Elmer's glue, and it doesn't have a very scientific feel to it.
No, it doesn't. AI could help him make a better one, and it didn't happen.
Thanks, AI.
It just looks bad. If this truly what Bigfoot looks like, it looks very disheveled and. Like, I could take it out. It's not. It doesn't look very intimidating. It doesn't look like 7 feet tall, 7 to 9 feet tall, massive with, a huge muscular buttocks or anything like that. We're seeing a very thin kind of gaunt humanoid, which is not what we're expecting from Bigfoot. So. All right, Cretched, you say you got one more Bigfoot one out there?
I have another Bigfoot story. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Well, it's been a while since we've done a big cryptid segment.
All right, monsters.
Yeah. This one, I believe, I did not vet. I believe it has a local news story.
All right.
What the hell?
We're going to find out right now. Oh, yeah, it does. I think so. And you didn't vet it?
Maybe a new.
Here we go.
Yep, it's legit.
It's legit, people. We got a local news story about Bigfoot. So grab your popcorn. We're going to see what's happening right here, right now.
Report claims that Bigfoot may be a New England resident. Someone claims to have recently seen the creature in a state forest in Voluntown, Connecticut, located in the southeast part of the state. Researchers with the organization, which is dedicated to documenting sightings, says the eyewitness account was so descriptive they deemed the report to be credible. People who live in the area have mixed opinions.
Every once in a while, if it's really quiet and still, you'll hear like a branch pop in the distance. You know, it makes you wonder, what's walking around back there?
You know, it's probably a guy running around with a costume on. Who knows?
Well, exactly. The Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization says there have been 29 reported sightings in Connecticut. There have actually been more here in Massachusetts with 39.
Wow.
The most recent one here was in May.
What makes a Bigfoot sighting
credible?
Or a description credible?
I
like,
guess,
has anybody seen Bigfoot to know exactly what it looks like?
That's what they're claiming.
A credible description.
A credible description.
I don't know.
lady,
Obviously,
watch
I'm
it.
skeptical.
Yeah.
Stay with the Boston.
Old cold.
Hey, I don't like that. I don't like that this lady was being so dismissive.
Yeah, she's just going to jump in at the end of a story and tell you it's crap. Like, well, then why are they covering it?
Yeah.
Read about it.
Yeah, read about it.
There's plenty of good testimony out there, and there's actually, I would say, there's some pretty compelling footage of Bigfoot out there. Motion, full video. I think there's enough evidence to say there is some hairy creature out there lurking in the woods. Don't know what it is. Mm-hmm. Don't know if it's paranormal. I lean on the side that it's, you know, paranormal in nature in some way. But I think there's enough eyewitness testimony, video evidence, and DNA testing to say there is something there.
Read about it.
By the way, I did fix that first Church of Booga.
Oh, let's take a look at it. There we go. Oh, yes. Yeah. There is no doubt that where you're going to when you step into the Church of Booga.
Buga, Columbia.
Yeah. The first Church of Booga.
Booga, 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 Booga.
What does the ghost say?
Booga.
Yes. Okay.
And are people who follow the Booga religion, are they Boogamists?
I guess so. Yeah, they would be Boogamists.
Booga.
That's hardcore, man.
It is hardcore. Okay.
They're really set in their ways, a bunch of Boogamists.
Yeah. This behooves us.
It does behoove us.
Like behooving anything.
I do have one more UFO story. This is a big one, people. Hold on. This is a big one. This could change everything. If this turns out to be real, this could change everything. Here we go. And we bring this up on screen. Yes, Department of War investigating mysterious triangle UFO video after post report. Oh, yes.
That's some good news on that front.
Yes, the Department of War is investigating the claim that the Air Force is holding back 2 cell phone videos supposedly showing a 100-foot triangle UFO over a Colorado military base. I'd like to know how close this military base was to that UFO sighting or that Bigfoot sighting that the people saw. We'll see. Maybe it's a totally different date, totally unrelated. We'll find out. Days after the Post revealed the alleged cover-up, the agency said it was actively investigating the whereabouts of 2 videos showing the out-of-this-world aircraft recorded on successive nights by service members in 2023. Okay, not related to the Bigfoot. Acting Pentagon Press Secretary Joel Valdez told the Post on Wednesday, quote, "We will release what we find under Pursue on war.gov/UFO. Okay. The presidential unsealing and reporting system, I guess that's Pursue, for UAP encounters has been the Trump administration's platform for releasing the tranches of UFO files, which have garnered billions of website hits over the past few months. The 2 classified clips purportedly show a 100-foot UFO, 100-foot triangle UFO flying near a military base somewhere in Colorado, zooming over mountains and actively camouflaging in clouds, according to the sources. Camouflaging in clouds, interesting. Like stealth technology. That's kind of like doing like a predator thing right there. It's interesting.
Well, I mean, it's hiding in the clouds, right? Isn't that kind of what I mean?
I guess so, maybe. The videos are stored with the Air Force Office of Special Investigations in Colorado. File numbers IRR. So they have the file numbers of these two videos, according to those sources. So that is awesome. So you just go, hey, we want these. Here's the exact file numbers, IRR1669 SO15524. I need that one. Give me that.
I think I read that one.
The Trump administration's most recent UFO files released revealed that the government employees witnessed a triangle UFO near Colorado Springs in 2023. There is no timetable on when those videos could be released, says Valdez. The administration announced on July 21st that they would waive non-disclosure agreements for former government employees and contractors who have information on UFO programs in an effort to draw out further information in highly secretive programs. At this point, I think they're looking for a pardon as well. They're looking for amnesty. That's the thing, is if you want more information, I think you're going to have a blanket pardon for anything that may have occurred between the year 1945 and now. What do you think about that, Cretched? Even if that includes murder in an effort to cover up whistleblowers and leakers.
I mean, I suppose. Are you thinking that that's going to bring people forward then?
Yeah, amnesty.
Let's do it.
Hulk's all on board.
Hulk's on board with this one. It is a tough one. It is tough. Do you give people a pass for crimes, whether it's kidnapping, abduction, psychological terror, gang stalking, murder, in an effort to keep the UFO program a secret? It was done, I guess, with the best of intentions, national security. I guess do you give me amnesty for everything? I think that's what they're asking for at this point, and also the NDAs. They might be at the federal level, but at the state level, maybe that Trump waiving those NDAs doesn't have any real weight. I don't know. More needs to be done if we want any sort of credible witnesses that have firsthand knowledge. We're right now, as far as I know. We're only hearing secondhand stuff. There are older guys that are willing to talk if they're granted pardons or amnesty. So we'll see. That's a touchy subject. All crimes or just a few? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's a few crimes, just a couple. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of legalistic stuff involved in people coming forward with information about government projects or work they've done for the government or something. So, and like when it comes to this stuff, like how do you know what is no longer like national security? Like it would seem like the entire program is national security, and especially if the government is compromised and secretly being run in part by non-human intelligence, which I am of the opinion that is probably happening at this point. It can only explain how goofy everything is. By non-human, you mean like AI, or non-human like Israel?
Non-human as in we made a pact with the Greys, and there are alien hybrids walking among us. Doesn't Eisenhower met them at Wright Pat? Wasn't that? No, Truman. Who met them at Wright Pat? Was that Truman? Was there. He shook a few hands. I think he did some fist bumps. I think that I think we are under the influence of non-human intelligence, and that there are alien hybrids walking around today among in our population. You had photos of Trump in the Rose Garden meeting with some tall Nordics, some tall whites. That's right. Pounding down some beers, pounding beers, singing karaoke. I mean, that's a real reason he wants to build that ballroom. Yeah.
Tippy top.
It's just a giant karaoke parlor.
Yeah, let's down your guards. Let's down your guard. Kick back, sing a nice ABBA song, and drink whiskey. Have some fun. All right.
Hey, speaking of UFOs, I can't remember, this was a couple of weeks ago, did we talk about Dr. Phil's involvement in the disclosure stuff?
I didn't mention it. He is now I would say, one of the leading voices in UFO disclosure. And I've been watching Dr. Phil. He recently had on David Grush. And David Grush, famed whistleblower. David Grush, he went further with Dr. Phil than he did before Congress, as far as I remember. He claimed that he knows a guy personally. He knows a guy who has interacted with a non-human creature telepathically. He went and Dr. Phil is pressing. He's continually on this thing. He's got brand recognition. He is a person of note. It is weird that Dr. Phil is now leading the charge to a certain degree. It's in the same way. It's also weird that Lou Elizondo, who came out of nowhere, is also kind of leading the charge on UAPs in some way. A former government intelligence guy, and then a former person that was very close to Oprah. both thought leaders in this
Oprah's
space.
Doctor,
yeah. Oprah's personal doctor.
Oprah's psychologist, yeah. Anyway, I have a story about what Dr. Phil was doing with the disclosure program. If you want to, it's not very long, but it's from a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it would be worth hacking open and see what's in there.
Yeah, I'd love it. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, Dr. Phil says, you know what? Before the president released all this groundbreaking information about UFOs and the tall Nordics hanging out in the Rose Garden, he asked Dr. Phil to come over and read through it first.
Interesting. I know Dr. Phil is buddy with Trump, so I didn't know that he got first go at this stuff.
And when you see what he's talking about, it kind of makes sense. He's like, hey, could you read over this and see what you think of this information before it goes out? But as you've seen, the information that we've all seen, the information that comes out as part of these disclosures is kind of a big old nothing burger.
I mean, there is stuff there. It's just we're getting a lot of blurriness, We're getting a lot of blurry stuff and grainy footage. It's just very crazy.
Everything's so blurry.
Yeah, everything is very blurry. But here it is. Here's the headline. Dr. Phil reveals the White House had him review UFO files to see how the public would react to them. So they got his professional medical opinion on what we would say. Here we go. Yes, TV personality Dr. Phil claims the Trump administration tapped him to review government files about UFOs before they released them to the public. Dr. Phil, an ally of the president and member of the administration's Religious Liberty Committee, I didn't know that, told News Nation that the White House sought him out to provide his commentary on the files, which included scrutinizing how the public might react to learning that humans are somewhere different in the food chain in the universe. That's a weird way to say it.
Yeah, that's an odd phrase. I know what they meant metaphorically, but to say it as food chain when one of the common themes is being treated as cattle.
Yeah, and being harvested. Yeah, it's like we're being abducted, people. It's not a good way to say it.
It's all happening.
Quote, I think the reason they're giving me access is because they want me to do exactly what I'm doing. What's he doing?
It's a great phrase. That's as good as the one about the what was the one you pulled the clip from the best way to not have a problem is to go where they're not or whatever.
Yeah, the Muslim problem. Yes, the best way to avoid Muslim problems is to go where they're not. I think I got that right. Oh yeah, right here.
Only place there ain't Muslim problems is where there aren't.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's too bad we don't have Dr. Phil saying this. The reason they're giving me access is because they want me doing exactly what I'm doing. What?
Quote, I have maintained independence in what I'm doing, which we don't know what that is yet. They're not scripting.
He's doing what he's doing, Mike. He just said that.
He goes on to say, they're not scripting me. They're not telling me what to say or not to say. So they're telling him stuff to do. Having allegedly reviewed the files, Dr. Phil said he was convinced they reveal a government cover-up about the truth behind UFO sightings, including government agents treating President Trump like a temp employee and not sharing their full knowledge with him. Well, because he is a temp employee. We know the guys with man buns are the real power behind the throne when it comes to the UFOs. We know that for sure. Where's my man bun thing? I have a
dadgum some little punk in a man bun.
Yes, punk in a man bun.
Some little punk in a man bun.
Those are the people who are in charge of the UFO file.
Dadgummit.
Birch it.
Quote, that infuriates me, he said. How dare they do that? They don't think that's right. I don't think that's right, and I think we deserve better. He added that he's concerned about the moral and psychological impact of releasing information about UFOs to the public, which could prompt everything from spiritual crisis to doomsday scams. No spiritual crisis. We got the Church of Booga, just in case anybody needs a place to go. We got that all worked out.
Booga.
The BUGA Columbia.
Booga. BUGA Columbia.
As for scams, don't worry about that. We have tons of Indian scammers out there ready to scam people for all their UFO needs. I have a UFO prep kit. Probably it'd be good to start taking donations for the Church of Booga right now. I'm sure we can get a call center in India to do this. So under the Trump administration, the federal government has released 4 tranches of material about, actually 5 at this point.
Love that word.
Yeah, 5 tranches of material of identified anomalous phenomenon, as the government refers to them, most recently this month. So, okay. Goes on to say the files pulled from the agencies, including the Pentagon, NASA, and CIA, detail years' worth of incidents, including a 2025 encounter in which a military sensor tracked an area of contrast resembling a 6-pointed star. Okay.
Weird.
It is interesting. Okay.
What else is a 6-pointed star?
I don't know. I don't know. There's. I don't know what else is. I don't know. There's other things out there.
So I did find the interview with Ross Coulthart in Dr. Phil, and I gave you the timestamp. Hopefully that works. If not, it's 3144.
Okay.
To hear him say that phrase.
Okay, great.
Read about it.
No, listen.
I think the reason they're giving me access to this is because they want me doing exactly what I'm doing. And I think the reason I maintain independence in what I'm doing, they're not scripting me. They're not telling me what to say or not say. They're just trusting me to be authentic, transparent, and candid with the American people. What I don't want to do, and what I've made very clear that I will not do, is I don't want to get in what, at the risk of being indelicate, I don't want to create a Fauci moment.
Oh, boy.
I'm not going to say one thing today and then be contradicted by something that is disclosed tomorrow, which is why I say I'm going to tell you guys what I've seen so far
as a tax on me. Quite.
I'm not going to tell you that that's all there is to see or know.
Science.
I'm telling you that I don't believe it's all there is to see or know. I'm just going to tell you what I've been privy to so far. I'm going to try to put a context around it and help you in your critical thinking about what it means and doesn't mean. It's up to people to decide how they fold that into their life. What does that mean in their religion? What does that mean in their comfort in life? How does that mean? What does that mean to them? And how do they talk to themselves about it? But I can help them by unpacking some of this and breaking out what seems to matter and what doesn't matter. That's why I've said the 2 things that I can say with confidence to the American people and to the rest of the world.
We can cut it off right there.
You're just rambling at that point. I did find a photo of him and Trump working on this, by the way.
If you start that druggy crap on me, I will walk your happy ass out of here in 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's right.
You overdosed twice. I know that you're a whore.
Okay, Doctor.
No.
Okay.
Wow.
A whore.
So I have up here an image here of him and Trump working on this.
Oh, there they are.
Are you gay?
That's what he's saying.
Excuse me, are you gay?
That's right, yes. Oh, boy.
Are you a child molester?
Maybe. I don't know why he's saying that to him.
I think that's how he opens conversations with people.
He goes in hard right away.
Are you a child molester?
Oh, my God.
What do you think about penis enlargement?
Yes, exactly.
Thinking about getting a penis enlargement?
If he doesn't like your answer, he'll walk your happy ass out of here.
I'm gay.
Wow. Okay, he's going on. He's going hard.
How long did you spend with random Dr. Phil interviews hacking that together?
There's a lot. There's a lot of weird Dr. Phil area.
This is what you used to do at night. You just sit there hacking through stuff.
You crazy, crazy, crazy bitch.
Okay, there we go.
I've not heard those in years. It's been a long time since you played those.
You don't have the balls.
All right. Cretched, can we do some crazy stories before we get out of here?
What else have we been doing?
I don't know. I think we've just been covering the news. The news as we see fit to print. All right, here we go.
That is conspiracy trash.
Man, that sucks, man.
I got to move this over here, and hopefully I got that correct, because I think I just shifted everything on my screen. All right. I've got quite the backlog of news here.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Bill Cosby is super excited.
Yes, he is.
Good.
He loves the Jell-O pudding pops. Let's see, how far back? What's the last show I was on?
I think it was mid-July. No, in late July.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm guessing in here. So some of these are pretty old. We've got the stuff about Taco Bell and all that fun stuff. We got the bear in the car. I think we covered that.
We covered the bear in the car. Yep, and that was a good one. The bear got away with it, too.
Let's see. What do we got here? We got another dude stuck in a sign.
Oh, really? Another guy stuck in a sign? Was he living up there?
No, he was working up there and got trapped. I don't even want that one. It's kind of related. That's why I pulled it. I know you love sign stories.
I like sign stories because I like sign songs.
Well, maybe you could write a sequel to Living in a Michigan Grocery Store sign.
Trapped in... Okay, where's this at? I want to know about this one.
I'll put it into the Carrot Shop, and let's find it together.
Trapped in a... where's this at?
It's the next big hit for Mike.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. Here is the news story right here. Police. This poor maintenance contractor got stuck 130 feet up inside a truck stop sign for nearly 6 hours.
Man, I got mixed emotions about this one.
Yeah, me too.
By the way, there is a local news story for this. If you scroll down, it was in Illinois.
Illinois.
In Illinois.
Trapped in an Illinois truck stop sign. Okay, it's going to... The lyrics will come. The lyrics will come. I'm not going to force this song. This is another big one.
12 News at 10 continues with new video tonight from just...
Let me bring this up on YouTube. It's a quick story, but it's probably worth it for everyone at home.
12 News at 10 continues with new video tonight from just outside the Chicago metro area, where fire crews had to rescue a man stuck in a gas station sign more than 100 feet in the air. He'd been there nearly 5 hours. It happened in Wilmington, Illinois, southwest of Chicago. The man was there fixing the gas station sign when the lift he used to go up malfunctioned. It took hours for first responders to find another lift and get him to safety.
Wow, that's so he didn't really want to be up there. But he was living up there for about 6 hours. And
5 hours.
Yeah. So it's a temporary sign. Wow. I
think instead of living in a grocery store sign. This is now he's trapped in a truck stop sign.
He's trapped in a truck stop sign. It's got good alliteration in Illinois. So it's going to write. I'm going to be working on this all weekend. I'm going to see it. So
I'm going to cancel the Saturday show. We can do this instead.
Write the new song. It's according to the local fire department. The delay was caused by simple math. The sign is 130 feet tall. The department's strongest and longest ladder tops out at 100 feet. Well, you just go to Home Depot, buy another ladder, and pop that right on top. Boom.
Yeah,
Problem
just
solved.
Duct tape that to the end. We've all done it. You never stacked a ladder on a ladder?
I see it a lot. See a lot around.
Especially with all the professionals you keep bringing out to your house.
Yeah, those painters, they were doing some pretty incredible feats on those ladders. In fact, I'm not going to get into it. I won't get into it.
Can't tease it like that.
So in the back, like by the basement door, it slopes down. They had the ladder on 1 foot, balancing on the slope ground as they painted 2 stories up. This is like some circus stuff. This is like Three Rings Brothers circus stuff.
Was it right by the door too, so you could come out from the basement and go, "Hey guys, you want?" Oh no!
Yes, it was. It was the most dangerous OSHA violation stuff that I've seen.
Take photos.
I did not. No, I didn't want any record of what they were doing. Although I should have, because they did a crap job. But they got the job done. I will say that. So back to this guy. So they don't have a gap of 30 feet to rescue this guy. On top of that, the worker was unharmed and relatively unperturbed. So while there was some urgency to retrieve him, it wasn't exactly life-threatening of a situation. The contractor even threw a thumbs up to passing news chopper. I don't know. He's using the middle finger.
Have the chopper go get him.
Yeah, drop a rope. Help a brother out. Jeez. Stop.
We had some sort of flying conveyance to reach over to this gentleman.
Yeah, stop harassing me and just get me out of here. This guy's hunched over. For people listening at home, it's not like a big sign. This guy's like hunched over. He's like on all fours. It doesn't look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's one of those big signs out by the highway, so it's over 100 feet tall, and he clearly got up in there because there's an electrical problem. So there's a little crawl space inside the sign, but it's only, what would you say, maybe 3 feet wide, 2 feet wide sort of thing. So he's back in that little spot, and his lift, I guess he had a genie lift or something, failed. Hydraulic failure or something, and the fire department didn't have a long enough ladder, so they sat there laughing and pointing at him as a helicopter hovered nearby.
And then they said, "Hey, get the helicopter." They can laugh and point too.
This is ultra bad.
Call Steve with a chopper.
Yeah, let's get some really good footage of this miserable guy up there, because it's probably hot. Yeah. He's probably sweating, and it's 6 hours. He's got to pee. This guy, he's probably drinking a lot of water. Did he pee in the sign? Like, I'm assuming he did. Like, that sign is full of number 2 at this point.
Number 1, Mike. It's number 1.
No, well, he probably ate a sandwich before he went up there. That's what I'm saying.
And now I've got him in the bathroom.
Yes, you do.
Sandwiches?
Bathroom, come back. Bloop. I got to go to the bathroom.
In my bathroom, there's a big bottle of Lysol.
Let's see. Do I got that?
I need to use the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom. I got to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to go to the bathroom. If you have the Vax Pass, you can go in your neighbor's house and use the bathroom. I'm the type of guy, even when there's guys in a big bathroom, I kind of like, well, I'll just wait till I get home. I don't like, I mean.
All right.
Bathroom sort of guy.
Let's go to the next one, Cretched. That was a good one. It's definitely going to inspire a song for me.
All right.
Maybe I got to try this shit out.
Let's see. Boy, I got these go way back. We got a guy trying to buy kids out of a car. I think we talked about that one.
Probably shouldn't do that.
No, it's not a good look. The French government tries to euthanize a man against his wishes.
Bad look.
You know what? Let's go with this theme. We're going to theme it on a bunch of weird food-related products.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of them. So let's start with this one, which does not sound appetizing nor attractive as a potential product. This is I guess you would call this more of a cosmetic or more of a personal item. And credit to White Rabbit and Discord for digging up this piece of crap.
Yes, a cosmetic brand launches Pepsi Wild Cherry Body Wash and more.
This is what I want. This is what I need.
Yes, this is exactly what we need. Yes, Pepsi fans will soon be able to smell like their favorite soda thanks to a new skincare collaboration with cosmetic brand Glamlight. Oh, that sounds okay. It's a beauty brand announced that its first ever body care collaboration in partnership with Pepsi, which brings 2 soda-inspired products to market. Founder revealed the collaboration on Instagram, saying it was something she had been dreaming of for years, and that she's tested more than 300 samples before deciding on the final lineup. The collection launched on TikTok with early access. Both products will retail for about $12. So there you go, people. You can get this at the low prices for all your healthcare needs or body care needs.
So by the way, I tell you what, I'll give you $14,000.
That's too much, Hulk. Don't pay that much. The 2 products are Pepsi Vanilla Slushy Body Scrub and Pepsi Wild Cherry Body Wash.
Okay.
Because that's what I want to smell like all day is like overly sticky, sweet, like fake Pepsi stuff.
Yeah, it's just going to attract bees and flies to you.
I love it.
It's going to have flies everywhere.
Yeah.
Mike, why are there so many flies in here? I have no idea.
It's my Pepsi body wash. What am I, 12?
My cherry vanilla body wash.
You're going to have kids sitting in the basement drinking this stuff. Because there are a lot of
There's probably somebody's tried it. Yeah. I bet that tastes good. By the way, I found a photo of the fireman's attempt at getting up to that sign. It's not safe.
No, oh boy. Hey, no. I get A for effort. A for effort.
Aped a bunch of ladders together. That's not safe.
I wonder if that worked. All right. What's your next awful product?
Oh, God. All right. Let's see here. Where's my list?
Excuse me, but I was just taking a shower.
Yes, with my Wild Cherry Pepsi Body Wash.
Where is that one? I've got 2 that are... Oh, here you go. Found it. So credit to Diashin from the Discord for digging up this piece of crap.
Nice. Thanks, Diashin.
Of another product that we did not need.
All right.
Get this into Carrot Shop for you. This is just terrible and disgusting and not something that anyone has ever wished for.
Okay, we'll bring this up on screen. Here we go. KFC collaborates with Oreo for a fried chicken cookie.
This is what I want. This is what I need.
No.
Okay. What I'm looking at here. So it's an Oreo cookie with the inside the marshmallowy, white filling. Yes, but it's chicken flavored.
I guess so.
That's
nothing says delicious like a sweet cookie with chicken in the middle of it.
This is crazy.
It's completely over the top. Why do I have to sit here and explain to people how this is crazy?
As part of Oreo's playful time travel collection, the fried chicken cookie came out alongside another weird combination, retro popcorn. I'm personally interested and slightly mortified to see how the collection continues with more flavored drops. This looks like a Japanese-only Asian or Pacific Rim release. I'm
not sure what market is for this. I think it's Japan.
Yeah, sounds like something they would do. The odd combo kept the classic chocolate cookie, but replaced the filling with the 11 seasoning spice blend flavored cream. The seasoning includes herbs, spices, and salt, emulating the classic batter KFC uses. One side of the cookie has Oreo's regular logo, but on the other side includes KFC's branding. The choice The choice not to use the savory cracker to hold the salty cream is baffling to me, but I'll wait to judge. Can you do chicken and chocolate together? I've never heard of that combination, chicken and chocolate.
You can do that, Mike. You can do that yourself at the Golden Corral with the chocolate fountain.
You're right. I can do that.
You could go right up, get a big plate of fried chicken, walk right over to that chocolate fountain, and just get escorted out of there.
Yeah.
Walk your happy ass out of there in 2 seconds.
You'll have to wait.
It does sound disgusting, though.
And you'll have to wait a long time, if not forever. The 2 new cookie flavors went on sale on the 31st of July, but only in China. So you have to wait and see if this gets exported someplace else.
China.
Someone could smuggle some out.
China. 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 You go over to China. 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 You take China.
China.
China. I love them. China. 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 I have to have my China. China. China because China. 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 China now. China. China. You know, China.
I know China very well. China, 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 China.
China.
Okay. Well, it looks like Oreo China is not selling the cookies anywhere else yet. Oreo and KFC are both notorious for producing odd flavor combinations. For the love of the game, it seems, last year KFC turned its gravy into an ice cream flavor, and Oreo created a Thanksgiving pack that included flavors like turkey and stuffing, and cream corn. So there you go.
Yeah.
I'd try it. I don't know if I would be a consistent consumer of this cookie, but I would definitely try it.
It's weird. It's like you got a sweet cookie and then you got like savory chicken.
It doesn't. On the surface, it doesn't sound like it's going to work.
Yeah, it's not.
But you dip that. So what do you do with Oreos? What do you do with Oreo? You dip them in milk, and so you're going to have.
I thought you say dip them in chicken fat.
You dip the Oreo in milk. So you got milk, chocolate, and chicken.
We got a lot of milk.
Some KFCs now have a Golden Corral style chocolate fountain.
Oh wow! Okay, well, that's good news for people going to KFC.
As evidenced by this photo.
Oh wow! Oh my lord! Oh my God! Yes, it's just a group of people. It's almost like it's a fondue mountain of chocolate, but you dip your chicken wings in there, and you're just having a great time. It's fun for the whole family, right there.
God, it's disgusting.
Oh my God!
Tremendous chest pains.
Yes.
All right, maybe one more here?
Yeah, let's do one more before we got to get the heck out of here.
I'm going to take a shit.
All right, so this is from the same company. They said, what's worse than chicken-flavored Oreos? And this one is going to be available in the U.S. apparently, so you can get your hands on some of these.
All right.
Another one of those limited times. So you get to try it out, and then you get to. The rumor is, or the plan is, you vote on this, and whichever of these is the most popular, Oreo will consider making a permanent flavor.
Wow! So your vote really can impact the culture.
Potentially. So, and credit to Ellie in the Discord for finding this one.
Thank you, Ellie. I think we'll see.
I'm not sure if we really want to thank this. I didn't put it in the carrot shop. You don't know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
It just gets worse.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, people. Get ready to vote. Oreo unveils 3 bizarre new flavors, including one that tastes like meat, and fans are already divided. Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't know about this Oreo meat flavor. We just had the chicken one. Now we got one that tastes like beef.
Man, I got mixed emotions about this one.
Yeah, Oreo.
No, they're staying with chicken, but it's still weird.
Oreo has never been afraid of getting experimental in the snack aisle, but its latest creations may have taken things to a whole new level. The iconic cookie brand is launching 3 limited edition flavors at once, and they range from nostalgic to downright unexpected. We got banana pudding. We got deep fried and chicken and waffles. The chicken and waffles, that is a combination. People do like that combination.
Okay.
Yeah, but in a cookie?
In a cookie form, I just don't know. The new releases will hit the stores across the U.S. from August 24th. So be on the lookout, people, with online pre-sales beginning on the 17th. That's 2 days ago. So we can go there right now. Let's go there. Oreos. I'm searching Oreos.com. Let's see if we go
right
to
their main page. So Oreo.com right on the main page there.
I got banana pudding. I got chicken and waffles right there. I'm ready to have a good time. How much do chicken and waffles cost? I want to order.
Well, it's probably regular price.
Design my own Oreos. Can I have writing on there?
I thought you meant like with a filling. Can I have spaghetti?
I'm designing my own Oreo right now. And so, continue. Select fudge. I want big fudge. Black. Rainbow's fine. And then no image or logo. I'm going to do Mickey and Friends. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I'm designing my. I want my own text. I want my own text on here. Add text. Oh man. No, let's go continue. It can't continue. Okay. Well, I totally derailed this.
You're supposed to be voting on why chicken and waffles is the worst.
I was trying to buy some chicken and waffles to see how much they are, and there's not even like shop right here. Here we go. New arrivals. Chicken view products, chicken and waffles. Product information. I just want to buy. Don't make this so difficult.
I don't think you can buy Oreo cookies. I think you just go to the grocery store for that.
They say like a pre-sale. Okay. Oh, vote to enter. Okay, deep fried. Oh, looks good. Okay, geez. Okay. Oreos is calling it Twist, Lick, and Vote campaign. So remember that. I think actually Trump's running on that for the midterms too.
Do it in that order, though. You don't want to like vote, lick, and twist.
With voting running from August 17th through October 12th. The winning flavor will be announced on October 13th.
Okay.
But while some Oreo fans are already decrying their favorites, others are decidedly less convinced that every flavor belongs between two cookies. Yeah, I know. They're just doing it.
Calm down. Don't be so crazy.
One Redditor described the flavor as tasting just like a boxed banana pudding mixed with Nilla wafers, while others decried it as banana pudding gonna slap. Wow, they said that online.
What? Did they say bussin'? No cap?
No, they just said this is gonna slap. Okay. Another fan.
Go down to.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go down the part where where it says not everyone is sold. It's like right below the images there.
Not everyone is sold on the banana, though. One commenter warned that the artificial banana flavoring is always ass, while others simply said, all of these are whack.
End of story.
One Redditor commented, questioned why Oreo would bother making a deep fried flavor when actual deep fried Oreos already exist. Yeah, you can just go to the state fair. They got this.
Or just put them in oil, that.
Let's see here. Another fired back that it was arguably more ridiculous than cookies and cream, joking that those are essentially Oreo flavored Oreos.
Put that on my tombstone.
Pretty much.
Okay. Boy, the debate online is raging. It is absolutely ferocious debate on Reddit. I'm going to take this to Twitter and see what kind of controversy I can stir up tonight.
Start some sort of Twitter war with Oreo. Maybe that's your plan.
Yeah.
This is damn exciting stuff.
In retrospect now, or non-retrospect, in consideration, I'm hoping that the chicken and waffles wins by a landslide, because that will encourage Oreo to create increasingly oddball flavors.
You know what's going to happen is that China's going to come in and take over. The Chinese Oreo flavored of KFC is going to spark such a fervor online that there's going to be demand, and that Chinese Oreos will take the place of American Oreos.
Well, so Chinese food as we know it is actually American food, is American Chinese food. Maybe we need to have that version of Chinese-themed Oreos. So you could have like Kung Pao chicken Oreos.
Oh, I like that. Or orange chicken Oreo.
Orange chicken Oreos from Panda.
Yeah. See, there's something here. Why aren't we in the food idea room?
You start yelling at Oreo on Twitter.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Beef basil Oreo. That's more of a Thai dish, but still.
Spicy peanut sauce Oreo.
I like that. Well, hey, thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this Wednesday night. Thank you. Thanks to Cretched for coming back strong with stories. We had a tremendous showing of powerful news that I hope everyone enjoyed. Woo! Maybe. I think everyone enjoyed it. We did cryptid news.
I enjoyed them.
We got UFO news. We talked about the grid going down. We talked about World War III a little bit, new alliances, crazy fast food, snack news, and a guy stuck in a sign. I think we did it all.
There's a lot of Bigfoot news in there, too.
Yeah.
I love it.
And Dr. Phil explaining why he's critical to UFO disclosure.
Yeah, he's absolutely critical.
They let him do those things because that's the thing he does.
Yeah.
Are you an absolute falling down, non-functional drunk?
Maybe.
Sometimes, I guess. It depends on how the Cubbies are doing.
Well, thank you, Cretched. Thank you, everyone, and Shablagoo.
And keep watching the skis, because there's lots of UFOs up there that Dr. Phil has not yet approved for release.
That's good news.
Major news. So far, no nation has taken responsibility.
Repeatedly going to the bathroom in front yards.
Who's asking for a Labor Day rundown in my ear?
That's about all.
Shablagoo.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.
Well, now you know the rest of the story.
That's a funny headline.